So let me introduce myself. I am Payal. Okay, I'm Payal the Ghosh. I'm from Calcutta, and I did my graduation, masters, and PhD all from Calcutta University. Okay, so Aparna, this course is about SPSS. Okay, so
Hmm.
I will introduce you with SPSS today. I will show you how to enter data, how to what are the features of SPSS and everything. So
Hmm.
I just want to tell you two things. First, please sit with one copy and pen. If you
Yeah.
like, you need to take anything, any notes or anything. I will give you the PPT, but it's
Hmm.
better if you take notes because then it will be easier for you to remember later. Okay.
Yeah.
And second, SPSS, it's a very when we are discussing about statistics and everything, it is a little bit difficult, uh, but if you have any question, any problem, or if you think that I am moving very fast, you any time you can tell me. I
Okay.
will I will repeat it. Okay, but
Okay.
let me know that it is not clear, because you will see that each class is related. So if something is not clear in this class, it will be very difficult for you to understand it or do it in the next class. Okay, so
Okay.
so if you have any problem, you can tell me anytime. You just interrupt me and tell me, ma'am, I have this problem. Okay, so
Okay,
let's
ma'am.
start our class. uh, Let me share my screen. Just put it right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I don't have much slide because I think it is a training course, so it's better if I show you in SPSS. But obviously, we need some introduction, like what is SPSS and all the background. So I made some slides, and I have written the steps that you need to follow while doing SPSS. Okay. So
Okay.
before starting my lecture, I just want to know what you know about SPSS. What is SPSS? What you have means you have any idea about SPSS?
So like I don't know the full form of it, but then
Okay.
yeah, so we in our dissertation we did need to use it.
Okay.
It was for like mostly to interpret the data that we have collected.
Okay.
So it was like even though I used it,
Hmm.
uh, they had showed us videos on how to use it.
Okay.
So I did follow the steps and it did work, but like I could not actually learn how to do it. So it's sort of like if you tell me to do it again, I'll have no clue. So I'll have to refer to those videos and step by step do it. And if it's like from step 1 to step 2, if any of my like this thing looks different from what was given in the video, I had no clue how to fix it, or I had no clue what went wrong, or like how to move forward. So
Okay.
like so I just wanted to like have better knowledge about it.
Okay, okay. Hopefully, after this course, you will know have better knowledge. You will be you will be able to use SPSS and you can teach others. I hope that. Okay. So let's
Oh,
start. SPSS, you are right. This is a software package that we use, especially in social science, to for statistical analysis. Okay. So brief introduction I will give you. The full form is. um Statistical package for the social science. Initially it was the full form and later it was changed. You can see I have written here statistical product and service solution. Okay, so SPSS, the first SPSS was released in 1968, and at that time it was known as statistical package for the social science, and it was developed by Norman Nee, Daly, Bent, and Hull. These are all background information. You just have to know that it's not like that is these informations you have to remember, but you have to know whenever you are learning something. Obviously, you should know the background thing. So I'm just briefly telling you. Okay. So you can see that SPSS has many versions in 1968. You can see all versions I have written here, and there's another slides. Okay. So you can see almost 28 versions are there. Okay, I have used for my personal work, I have SPSS 16, which is there in my system, and I use it. for my PhD work. But for this course, I have installed SPSS 28. Obviously, that is a trial version, so only 1 month I can use that. 30 days I can use that, and trial version you can download only once in a year. Okay. So
Hmm.
you, if you have downloaded and use it 30 days, this trial version, then after that you have to pay, and then you can use it within a year. Okay. So
Okay.
this is SPSS 28 that I'm going to use in this lecture. Okay. So in my course, I will teach you SPSS, is how to do statistical analysis in SPSS. But along with it, I will discuss the statistical methods, means the theoretical background a bit. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to understand. Like if I'm discussing correlation, how to use SPSS to calculate correlation or to do ANOVA. Before that, I will discuss the theoretical background. Hope it is okay for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, otherwise it will be very difficult if we suddenly start discussing how to calculate correlation without any kind of theoretical discussion. It will be very difficult for you to, understand. Okay, so it's better I discuss theoretical part and then I will discuss how to use that on SPSS. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, SPSS, if you, I will discuss this part and then I will show you in my SPSS. Okay. In SPSS, there are two windows. First is the data editor. Data editor is the window where we input our data, we do the statistical analysis. And second one is the viewer, or we can say the output viewer, where we can see the result of our analysis. Okay. So, if I open the SPSS, can you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, data view. Now in here you can see only the data editor because I haven't done any calculation yet. But if I do the calculation, then you can see the output part. Okay, that I will show you a bit later. Okay, so in data edit, this is SPSS 28, version 28. Which version you have used for your analysis?
I'm not sure, but then it was a free trial, so I think it was the latest one.
Okay, okay, okay. So now, so data editor, okay. In data editor, there are two parts. You can see here in SPSS. In data editor, there are two parts. First is data view. This one is data view where we have to, import our data. And second one is variable view where we have to give information about the variables. Okay. How we are going to do that? That I will discuss now in this today's class. Is it clear till now?
Yes, ma'am.
So in SPSS, there are two windows. One is data editor where we do the statistical analysis and we input our data. And second is the output viewer where we can see the result, the result of our analysis. Okay. Within data editor, there are again two parts. First is data view where we can see the data, this one. And second is variable view where we have to give informations about the variables. Okay. Okay. Now, in the data editor, you can see there are many menus. Like here, you can see many menus are here: file, edit, view, data, transform, analysis, graphs, utilities, extension. Okay. So I will now discuss about these menus briefly. File, you know that we use file to save our data, to save our output, or to open any previous file. You can see here this, like if I want to import data means I will show you a bit later. Like I want to transform data from somewhere, like I have uploaded my data in Excel sheet and I want to import the data here in my SPSS, so I can do that from the file portion. Okay, then I can save my data. Even I can export my data, means some data are here there and I want to export the data to other somewhere, to somewhere else. Okay, then I can do use that from file. Okay, so there, these are the option. Okay, one thing I just want to mention you, many things are here and it's not like it's not possible for you or for anyone to remember each and everything. And it's not like that everything we will need to analysis our data. So I will only focus on those things which are important in our subject. Okay, is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the first option. The second one is edit. Edit means here you can do any kind of editing, like if you want to insert any variable, if you want to insert any cases, like you have many data here and you just want to insert a case here between 10 and 11, you want to insert a new case. So you can use the edit part. Okay, or you want to insert a new variable, that you can do from the edit part like this. Okay, or you can use, you can paste something from here. Then view, here you can view the lines, like if I say that I will not going to use the grid lines like this. Okay, you can use it. Okay, another thing is here in the AD, that is value level, which is here also in the icon. But value levels I will discuss when I will discuss variable view. Okay, not now. Is it
Mm.
clear? Till
Yes,
now it
ma'am.
is clear. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then after that, uh, okay, transform, we use transform to manipulate any variable. You can see many options are here, but we don't need all the options or all the time. Like if you want to replace any missing value, you can use transform. If you want to create a time series design, you can use transform. If you want to give date and time, you can use transform. Okay, so if you want to recode any variable, coding I will discuss how to code any variable. I will discuss for
Okay.
transform. You can use that. Fine. Now the
Okay.
analysis. This is the analysis is the most important thing that we need throughout the course. Means whenever you are using SPSS, you need to click on this analysis part. Okay. So you
Hmm.
can see an analysis means here we will do all kind of, means this one we use to do all kind of analysis. Like if I want to compare mean, you can see one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, or pair sample t-test, one way ANOVA, everything is here. We will discuss this, how to do this, how to analyze this data. I will discuss this, not in this class, but in other class. Okay. Then we can see
Hmm.
the general linear model, univariate, multivariate, repeated measure, variance component. Okay. Then the correlations are here, bivariate correlation, partial correlation, then distance correlation. Then regression is here, different kind of regressions are here. Okay. Non-parametric test, very, very important, non-parametric test. So all kind of analysis you have to use this one. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then also you can, okay, this is the analysis part. Okay, scaling, reliability. If you want to use reliability, if you want to, do other kind of statistical test, you have to use this analysis part. Okay, tables you can use. You can draw any table using this analysis part. Descriptive statistics means frequency, description, exploration, ratio. You can use this this part. Okay, and you can also use this analysis for meta-analysis. Okay. Then graph. Again, very important. We need to many times. The next class I will discuss data analysis, and data analysis means you have to draw graph to understand your data. So this is the graph portion where which we can use to draw different kind of graph. You can see. I'm not discussing it in details. Just I'm giving you an overview, because in next class or next to next class we'll discuss them, how to use graph, how to draw graph. In this class just giving you some basic idea. Is it clear?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now the utilities. Okay. Analysis I've written. Utilities means you can see many options are here, like if you want to give any kind of comments on your data, like any kind of comments, like if you have to mention any comments, so that you can remember later. But so you can use this file. Okay, then you can, you know define the variable. You can merge the cell. Okay, this is for utility. We don't need this much. You can also, define the variables here. You can see this icon is also here. I will discuss again we use this to define any variable. I will show you how to do that. Okay. Then extension, we don't need extension much, so I'm not just discussing it. Okay, you can see these options again are here in extension, utilities, descriptive statistics. Okay. Then a window, this one we can use to shift from one window to another window. Means if you are in the data window right now, data viewer. If you want to shift from data viewer to output viewer or output viewer to data viewer, you can use this thing, window. Okay. And help means we all know in any software there is the option help. If we need any kind of help or anything, we can use this option. Is it clear? Any question
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have?
Not as of now.
Okay, okay, fine. Now in SPSS, many icons are here. Okay, just let me get some data, then these icons will be activated. Okay, icons in the data view. So you can see these are the icons. I have make this slide in this way so that you can remember. If I say share this PPT with you, then you can remember. Okay, this icon for this one. Otherwise, yeah, you can also see here also. If you go, take your cursor here, you can see it is written here. Like this one to open any document, this one to save the document, this one is for print, this one is to recall any recently used SPSS. This is the fresh one. I haven't used anything recently, but if you have used any in a data analysis before, you can use this icon to find that. Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Then this icon. Okay, this one will help you to go to any case. Means suppose so let me just sorry. Okay, now if you want to go to the case number 5, you can do that. Is it clear?
Huh. It
Okay.
is. Hmm.
Okay. So, like here, I have only used 4 or 5 data, so it is very easy. But usually, when we do statistical analysis, we have to, handle like a large amount of data, like maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. So in that case, obviously, we can use this tool to find any particular data. Okay, in particular case. Then okay, sorry. Okay, then this is another icon. You can see it help us to go to any variable. So if many variables are here, I want to go to any particular variable, I can do that. Here only one variable, so yeah. But if many variables are here, maybe 50 variables are here, and you want to go to any one, you can use this icon. Okay, is it
Okay.
clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this is another one which help us to give information about the variable. Means if you can know informations are there. Means once I have entered data here and I have inputted all the informations about the variables in this variable view. I will show you again this one. Then you can use this one to know any information about particular variable. So suppose you have 50 variables here, so it is not possible for you to always remember all the information about the particular variable. So here from if you click this thing, then you will know the information about the variable. Means what is the name of the variable, how many labels are there, what are the type, if there is any missing value, okay, what is the measurement scale, it is nominal, ordinal, or it is interval. Okay, everything you will know from this. Means it is a icon which help us to know about the variable. It gives us information about the variable. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is okay. Next the icon, this one. This is a new feature. It is not there in the SPSS 16 that I have used for my analysis. This is for descriptive statistics. Means you can see here. This is the output view. Okay, so when I click here, I will get the descriptive statistics here. Okay, is it clear? I will
Yes, ma'am.
when we will do descriptive statistics, then next class, then I will explain you all the analysis part. But right now, I'm just showing you. You can easily do if you want to know the mean, medium, or mode. You can easily do that without going to the analysis, but just simply click this icon. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay. So okay. So let me go. Sorry. Then this one we can use this one to split the cell. If we, you know, if we click this icon, then we can divide the cell like this, and again we will get a output. Okay, I will show you this thing when we have more data, just a bit later. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, okay, this one now I will not discuss because for this one I have to explain you variable view. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. I think I skipped this one. This is used to select any particular case. If you want to select any particular case, we can use that. Okay. Suppose you want to select all the cases. Okay. Here only one variable, so it is not working. But I mean, if many cases are here, you can use this. Now, to suppose if you want to select a particular case, if that condition is satisfied. Suppose you have data, and if you want to select the case which has satisfied the condition, like if the score is above 50. Okay. Suppose you have decided that if the score is above 50, then only I will consider the particular data. So you can do that by, you know, writing here, by adding that. Okay, that okay. If the score is this, only then I will select the data. Is it clear?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when you are handling large amount of data, like, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 data, you need to, you know, use this kind of thing. Otherwise, this will be impossible for you or impossible for anyone to find the data. So you can do that. Okay, if the score is above this, if satisfy this condition, only that I will select those cases. So you can use this icon for that. Okay, is it
Yes, ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So and this one is for to find anything. We know that in every software there is a system which help us to find any option or anything. Okay. Okay, so the data view is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now when I have entered data here, just let me give you some enter a few more data here. Okay, fine. Why I have entered 0101, that I'm telling you a little bit later. So now I have to go to the variable view, the second option. Okay. Uh, SPSS, you know that the rows that represent individual cases. This one you know that
Mm.
these are the individual cases, and these are the columns. They are representing the variables. Okay, and we use numbers here to represent group. So basically, I did 0101 to represent groups. Okay,
Okay.
and I will define the group in the variable view. Means what I mean by 0 and what I mean by 1, that I will define in the variable view. Okay, that I'm showing you now. Is it fine? Am I telling you? Is it very fast?
No, till now it's fine.
Fine.
I'm
Okay.
able to follow.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we use variable editor to create variables. Okay. In variable editor, if we see, you can see it here, variable name. Okay.
Hmm.
So here I will give the variable name. Okay, just one thing I want to tell you. No, in the next day when we will start discussing how to analyze your data, we'll start from here. We'll start from uploading our data, giving, by using the variable view to uh, define our data, and then we'll start the next part. Okay, and every day whenever we'll start our class, whatever district we are doing, we have to go through the same process again and again. So maybe it will be a bit confusing for you at the first, but by the time the course is over, you will know, you can understand it, because
Okay.
SPSS is all about practice. The more you practice it, then more it will be easier for you to remember, right? So suppose
Okay.
I have to give variable name here. So I can write anything. Suppose I have written it is A. Okay. Okay. One thing in variable view, you cannot give any space. If you have given space, you can see. Okay.
Okay, error comes.
Yeah, error will come. So no space. Space is not allowed here. Okay.
Hmm.
You can see I have written here, and you cannot enter more than 8 character, and space is not allowed. These two things you have to remember. If you want to give space, you can do one thing. Only one thing is allowed. Only also no special characters are allowed. Only underscore. You can write in this way. Okay. So suppose
Hmm.
you want to give a space. Anything is here, and you want to give a space. Suppose it is a training. Suppose reaction time you want to write. Sorry, reaction, and you want to give space, so you cannot give space, you just simply give underscore. But you can do that. Okay, so I'm just simply writing it A. Maybe this is variable B. Sorry. Okay, and the third one, you can see I have written 0101. This is a coding variable, so I'm there writing group. Okay.
Can you repeat this part again?
Okay, for I have written A B, and for
Okay.
this one I have written 0101 0. This is a
Hmm.
grouping. So this is a code which I use to group the variables. Okay,
Hmm.
so how I'm going to group that, I'm showing you. So is it clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now the second option. So you can see I have written everything here so that you can remember that the rules. Okay, the second one is type. So in SPSS, we generally use numeric. Numeric means the digits are there.
Hmm.
Many options are here, but we don't need all of them. We only need numeric, and sometimes we give the option string. String means, you can see I have written in the slide. String means some short form. Okay, like I want to use someone name in a
Hmm.
variable type, then I will give the option string. Okay, so I'm not using data, I'm using someone name. So in that case, I will use string, but it is not a very, means it is not very common. Mostly we give information numeric because we use score, we use data. Sorry, we use digit. Okay, so it is by default numeric is here, so you don't have to change it except if it is someone's name or something like this. Then people names or something like this, then only you have to, means it is a letter string of letters, then only you have to change it as string. Okay, one thing I want to, okay, is it clear? So by
Yes, ma'am.
default it is numeric, so just leave it as it is, you don't have to do anything. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
then you can see it is written with, it is 8, you can change it, you can make it 9, but only in case of string, when you want to enter here any letters. So how many letters you can enter, how many characters you can enter, you can change that. But if it is numeric, then obviously you don't have to do anything, it is leave it as it is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just click the button. Now decimal, you can see in data view, after this, there are two decimals are here. Okay, so you can change that. If you think that I don't want to use any decimal, just simply go here and make it 0. Okay, so you can see no decimal here.
Hmm.
Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then label. Label means here in this name we cannot write anything in details. Okay. Maybe it is reaction time, but I cannot give much detailed information. Now, suppose after 1 year or after 6 months, you again want to open your data and you want to see the score. So it may happen that you don't remember what is reaction time, or you cannot remember how you have no define it. So in the label you can do that. Okay, you can write it that maybe okay, just a minute. Okay, you can give more meaningful title to the variable. Okay, maybe you can write that maybe your variable is you have written age, and in label you can write that it is the people above 60 people above
Okay.
60 age group. So you can basically label we use to define the variable more clearly, so that in the
Hmm.
output it is not confusing for you to remember, or whenever we are opening our data after a long time or after some time, we can remember that okay, I have defined the variable in this way. Okay, clear?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the values, you can see I have written values is used to assign numbers to people. So you have seen that I have used grouping variable here 0 1 0 1 0. So in
Huh.
value we will, what we will do, we will assign, if it is none then fine, if it is values are there, I have to assign. Suppose 0 means I have written female, okay, and then I add it here, okay, and 1 I have written male, and I add here, okay, then I click. Fine. So here you can see. Oh, sorry. I have, not here. This variable is not the grouping variable. Sorry, this will be none. I'm really
Okay.
sorry. Okay. This is another grouping variable. Just a minute. Third one is the grouping variable. Uh, just cancel it. Okay. This will be the third one is the grouping variable. So here you have to change 0 female, add, and 1 male, add. Okay, fine.
Hmm.
So now you can see in here, if I click this icon, I can see this.
Huh.
Okay, this one I tell you now that I will explain you it later. Now I'm explaining you. Is it clear? Once I have set the values here, what I mean by 0 and what I mean by 1 under the grouping variable, here I can see it. If I click this icon, I can see this. Is it clear?
Huh.
Okay, so it is female, male, female, male. So these are the score of female, these are the score of male. Okay,
Hmm.
this one we will need in analysis portion. When we'll do the analysis, you can see we need coding to divide the group. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
It is clear now. So we can use this icon to do that. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will not give any values to variable A or B. We will give value to group only, because that are the coding variable. Okay. Now,
Huh.
okay, this till this it is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if suppose you have 1,000 data in your system, and there is a missing data, okay, so
Hmm.
what you are going to do means, there are suppose 5 variables or 10 variables are there, and in the missing data some like maybe 5 variables they have the data, another 5 for that particular case, for another 5 no data is there, okay. So we
Hmm.
have to handle the missing data. It's not like that I'm going to reject the entire case for that. Okay, so suppose here in the case number 6, this is missing. This one is missing.
Huh.
Okay, so it's not like that I'm going to reject the entire data, means I'm going to reject this one also. Not like that. But in SPSS, there is an option for missing data. So in the variable A, there is no missing data. But in the variable B, there is a missing data. So I can code that. I can write here a coding that this is a missing. Maybe I have written 999. Okay, and I can write here that this is the missing data. Okay, so whenever SPSS do the calculation, whenever SPSS does the calculation, it will keep in mind that this data is missing, and it will do the calculation accordingly. Okay, so we will do that. We will see how it is doing, how it is affecting our calculation once we are doing the statistical analysis part. Okay, but this is the way we give the information. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, clear? So, okay. If you go to the option in missing data, you can see there are two options. Discrete missing values means suppose out of 50 data, there are 3 missing data. So you can write the code here. or you can give a range plus one optional discrete missing value. Range means maybe from uh, sorry, maybe from 1 to maybe from 7 to 13, there is a range and the data, some data missing there, so you can give the range also. So whether you are going to give range or you are going to give discrete data, that depend on the nature of your data. So is it clear now?
Yes,
You
yes, sir.
can do, you can do both. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now columns and alignment, these two portion don't you have to don't you don't have to change the alignment. Means whether you are going to right or left data, so you don't have to change them. It just leave them as it is. We don't have to change it. Okay, so I'm
Mm.
not explaining them much. Okay, then the is it clear now? Till now
Yes,
it is clear.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the measurement. Measurement. Just a minute. So in measurement, we have to define the level of variable. I just give some brief information about the level of variable. We all know that. Still, I give this information so that it is in our mind whenever we are going through the slide. We know that nominal measurement means it is a categorical variable. So if I say yes, no, or some category, then it will be nominal. Okay. If it is order, generally we use ordinal scale in case of correlation, maybe Spearman correlation, rank order correlation. Okay, so if it is or it is the data is in order, then we can change the measurement into ordinal. Okay, and then there is an option called scale. So in level of measurement, there are two more things: interval and ratio. Okay, so
Mm.
both interval and ratio, they will come under the scale option. If your score is an interval score, means it is a, maybe it is a questionnaire and there is a scale, maybe like a scale or something. Okay, or Thurston scale you have used. So then obviously the interval data, or if it is a ratio data, then you have to change this measurement into scale. Okay, so for both interval and ratio data level of analysis, this scale. Otherwise, this nominal or ordinal. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one is role. Same. It is not necessary for us to do anything here. So just leave it as it is. You don't have to change it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So any question till now?
No, ma'am. No questions as of now.
Okay. So I will explain you after this. I will explain you output view. Oh no, just a minute. Okay, I have explained this thing. Coding variable, how you have to use coding variable. Okay, do you have to explain
Mm.
it again from the slide?
No, that won't be required.
Okay, then missing value. Okay, now I will discuss output viewer, but before that, let me discuss this thing with data. Okay, I mean how we can export data here. That I will show you. Just let me clear this one. So suppose I want to import any data from anywhere. So I have to go, okay, I have to go to file, then I have to import data from from maybe Excel sheet. Okay, is it clear? So the data I want to enter, I can do it. It is in my system. So I just have to
Mm.
click data one, and this is the preview. You can see the preview here, that is it
Mm.
fine or not. Okay, and then just you have to click okay. So you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't have to upload your data on SPSS. You just upload your data. You are maintain an Excel sheet. You upload your data there in the Excel sheet, and once you have finished your data collection and you are ready for analysis, you can do that. Okay. So you
Mm.
can see I have taken 50 variables so that we can understand. Now suppose what I have to do after this, I have to go to the variable view and I have to no, name the variable. Okay. Suppose I have the first variable is suppose IQ. Second variable is suppose creative, creative, or something else. Okay, and third variable is a grouping variable. Sorry. group. Okay. You can see in the data view variables are here. Okay.
Hmm.
Now IQ, it is numeric variable, creativity numeric variable, and grouping. It's also I have used numbers to group that, so I don't have to change them. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Decimal, I have written 0. If you want to know have any decimal, maybe you in your data there is a decimal point, then you can change this. But I here I don't have to change, so I have keep it. It will be 0. Then if I want to give any level here, anything maybe IQ, maybe I have used some test to check the IQ or
Hmm.
anything, any level I want to give, so I can do that here. Okay, this just for this thing I have written average. Maybe I can use it here. Okay, then value only where I have to change value. Can you tell me? This one is very important because whenever you are doing any kind of statistical analysis, you have to code your data properly. Otherwise, you will not get result output properly. So where I have to change the value?
So, label is to identify the groups properly,
Yes, yes, yes.
and
Maybe, yeah.
yeah, and values are the ones you'll write that 0 and 1.
Okay. Values means, look, here this IQ and creativity, these are the score. Maybe both male and female participants are here. Okay.
Huh.
Okay, or it can be like maybe IQ score of grade 5 and IQ score of grade 5 of school A and grade 5 of school B. Okay, so
Hmm.
suppose you can use IQ here like this. Label, you can label it. Suppose there are two groups. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, two groups are here. One is one is from school A, another one is from school B. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have and these are the and they are all from class 5. So in
Hmm.
level you can write IQ score of,
Class 5.
yes, IQ score of class 5. You cannot write so many information here in this section.
Hmm.
Okay, but if you don't write this here in the level, if you write this in this level, then after some time, maybe after 1 month, 2 months, or after 1 year, whenever you will open your data, open your data sheet, SPSS sheet, you can remember. Okay, I have taken IQ score from grade 5. Okay, but
Okay.
now within this IQ score, there are some students from school A and some students are from school B. So how you are going to define that? For that, you will use grouping variable. Okay, grouping
Hmm.
variable, you have written 0101 like this. So you can use this value here. In value, you can use that grouping variable. Is it clear? So
Hmm.
maybe I have written 0 for school 1, school A, and 1 for school B.
Just a minute, I'm just writing it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Now just click OK. Now here you can see it is means now here you can see that. Okay, and this will be important. This will be we need this thing especially in the analysis part.
Hmm.
Okay, when we'll do the analysis, suppose simply we are doing mean. Okay, so we will get separate mean for school A and school B. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to know. No, it will be not. It will not possible because the SPSS will calculate mean of all IQs, all creativity score. How you are going to compare? This is the
Hmm.
way you are going to code it. This is very very important. Okay, this value you have to means how to value your score. You have to remember it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, missing value. Now suppose any score is missing here. Suppose this is missing. Okay, Code is not here. So I can write 999, or suppose another score is missing here. Okay, so I can give 998. Okay. So now you can now you have to, obviously you have to write in the variable view that these scores are missing. Otherwise, the computer will not no take it. The computer then otherwise what will happen, that this will be, sorry, this will come. Sorry, 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 sorry. Okay, where is my data? Sorry, just a minute. Otherwise, what will happen, that this will come under your mean of this particular thing.
Huh.
Okay, and this mean will be very different from the actual one. So you have to mention it, like 998 is a missing value in IQ, the first variable. Okay, so here you have to mention that there's a missing value, that is 998. Okay, and in creativity you have given it 999. So you here again you have to explain that.
So if it's missing, we will just write a random number like this, and on the
uh,
variable view in
hmm.
the missing column, we will write it.
Hmm. Okay, yes, but one thing, remember, don't write any number which is, like here you have data 111 and you have written
Uh,
missing value 111, then that can
okay.
create confusion. Okay, so
Okay.
it's not like when we are dealing with 1000 data, it is not possible for us to know go through all the data, but we have some idea. Like if I'm using a IQ test, I know that IQ cannot be 998. There is a maximum range that we know. Or if we are using a creativity test, we know there is a maximum range, that above that the score cannot be. Okay, so you have to, or there is a minimum range, so you have to give the code that in that way, so that the computer is not confused with the missing value and with the original score.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the missing value, we have to manually find it out.
No, why you have to manually find it out?
No,
You can
like,
see.
uh,
You can look when you are entering your data. You know that okay, this code is missing, and you don't have to find anything manually here. These icons are here. You can anytime use these icons. So you want to go to a particular case. Suppose you want to see the score of 39. Okay, just
hmm.
go here, and you can see the score.
Okay.
Okay, and if it is something when you are entering your data in the Excel sheet, and if a score, if something is missing, you can see that that particular cell is blank.
Black. Huh.
Okay, so easily you can find that. And if you want to go to the particular case, you can easily use this icon
Hmm.
and go there. You don't have to do anything manually. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
because in 50 data it is fine, you can do it manually. But when you are dealing with 1000 data, 10,000 data, it is
It'll
not
be
possible
very
for you to
difficult.
do. Yeah, it is not possible for you to do manually. And when you have this kind of software, why you will do anything manually, right?
Hmm.
Is it clear?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
once you have entered that this data is missing, then the computer will do the analysis accordingly. Okay,
Hmm.
and again here you have to change your skill, like when I'm doing IQ or creativity, I obviously these are not a nominal or ordinal skill. These are a nominal or ordinal level of measurement. These are skill interval measurement. Okay, because I so you can use this measurement into scale. Clear?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
grouping is a nominal measurement, because we are grouping it into group, so it is the nominal measurement. Okay, now this is fine. I think this is fine. If you
Yes,
want,
ma'am.
I can show you how these icons we can use. Like if I click this icon, I want to go to particular variable. So
Hmm.
so for three variables, we don't need this. But if there are 50 variables, usually we have, when we are doing proper research, there are many variables, there are many cases, and we need this kind of shortcuts key. Right?
Hmm.
Okay. Also, this one, compare the group if you want to. You can compare them in the output for this. Is it clear?
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. Okay, it is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is to select a particular variable, check any particular variable. Okay, check
Hmm.
all. Check, you want to check a particular variable, you can use that. Okay, suppose you want to see the icon in the data editor. You don't want to see the icon. This can happen. Okay, so
Hmm.
I accidentally did this thing and then I was looking for the icons where they are. Then I have to, again go here and change everything.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Huh.
So these things are not very important, but again, we sometimes need it to do many things. Mainly, you have to remember here how to import your data from your safe Excel file first.
Huh.
Second, how to define your variable. Here, you have to give the name, then numeric. It will be numeric most of the time, and then how to label your variable. And very, very important, how to add values
Value.
to your group and how to handle your missing data. These two are very, very important. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, suppose I have done this thing. Now I want to do the analysis part. So, just a minute. Okay. Um, Now again, I lost that icons. Okay. If you lost this icon, go to the view, then toolbars, then data editor, click it, they will come again. Okay. So now you want to calculate the mean, or you have want to do the discrete statistics. You can see this is the output thing. Okay,
Huh.
it's an output. You have all the cases, mean, median. You can see SD, range, minimum, maximum, everything is here. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. This thing, how to interpret this thing. This thing I will discuss later, not now. Just
Okay.
I will discuss the output portion. So suppose just let me do. Okay. Suppose I want to do any t-test. Okay. Maybe independent t-test. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Before doing any kind of test, we have to do many things. This one I'm not explaining you because when we will discuss t-test, I will explain you in detail.
Okay.
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 Options we have. Okay. Here you can see if you want to exclude the missing values, you can do
Hmm.
that. Okay. Okay. Now you have to define the group. One means A. Group 0. Sorry. Here you have to use this 0 1. Okay. Now
Hmm.
you just click it. Then it's the output. There are some maybe some error, so it is not showing. Okay, these are the score. Okay, so the main thing that I want to tell you in the output, this is a simple calculation, but before you do any kind of statistic, you have to go through many steps. Means you have to check the normality, you have to check the homogeneity. Okay, so and you have to do many kind of tests, and after that you will do mean, then you will do uh, uh, ANOVA, okay, or t-test or anything. So many things are there, and it's not possible for us to do everything. It means you can do that, but that is difficult. Like every day, I will scroll down and check the score. Okay, so
Hmm.
simply there is a tree. This is called the tree. Okay, you can click here and you can see anything. Like I want to see this independent sample t-test result. I can click and I can see that. Okay, is it
Okay.
clear? So I have mentioned in the slide. Here there is two things. The right hand side, the result is here. Okay, and in the left hand side, this is called the left hand tree. Okay, tree diagram which show the structure of the output. So from here you can even if you want to delete, you can do that also. Yeah, I can't see the delete option here, but you can go anything, notes, warning, statistics, anything from here. So you don't have to scroll down this thing and go through everything. You can directly go. Okay, this is the output part. So from next day, when we will start doing analysis
Hmm.
again. We can see this thing, and by that time the course is over. I think it will be, you
Hmm.
have, like, we have a lot of practices, and it will be easier for us to no remember. Okay, is it
Oh,
clear?
yes, ma'am.
Any question you have?
No, not as of now.
Okay. Okay. So next day, today I'm not discussing much. This is introductory class. So basically, I
Okay.
think that I should, introduce you with the SPSS first, and then
Ma'am.
we'll start doing the analysis part. Okay. So next class, I will start with how to analyze our data. Means once we have data, how we are going to proceed with the data, what steps we have to do, and then we'll start doing the analysis thing. Okay,
Hmm.
so before start the next step, we will start from this step, like here I'll show you how to import our data. This one I
Hmm.
will do first, and then how to define our variables, and then
Hmm.
finally we'll do the analysis part.